Hi everyone, this is Priyanka, and in today's session, we will be seeing how you can integrate your Zoho Mail with Zoho Desk. And before we start the session, a little heads up, which is if you have any questions, you can post it in the questions tab, which is found on the left side of your page. Again, if you have any comments or feedbacks that you wish to share with us that is relevant to this topic, you can post them in the chats tab. All right. So moving on to the session. In today's session, Ramya Javed, a senior product support engineer, and she will be covering all the Zoho desk part of today's webinar. And myself, Priyanka, I am a product expert of Zoho Mail, and I will be covering all the Zoho Mail part of today's webinar. Moving on to the agenda for today, we will be seeing introduction to Zoho Mail, introduction to Zoho Desk, and followed by that, we will be seeing a demo of the integration. And in the last section of the webinar, we will be seeing an introduction to migration as well. So let's move on to the first topic, which is introduction to Zoho Mail. Talking about the overview of Zoho Mail is a flagship product of Zoho and it's been used about 16 million users worldwide. It promises you the security and stability your inbox ever needs. So, if you're doing a business and if you're looking for an email solution, I would say Zoho Mail is the right platform for you because it offers you a 99.9% of guaranteed uptime with enterprise grade features. If you are already a user of Zoho Mail, you would have known that the UI of Zoho, which is the user interface of Zoho Mail, is self explanatory and you do not need any complex guides in order for you to understand our UI. If you are an admin of Zoho Mail, then you would know that the admin console of Zoho Mail is very transparent and you can see all the activities done in the admin console in just one click. Talking about overview of Zoho Mail, I thought I can point out and explain about certain features, key features of Zoho Mail, so that you will be able to betterly understand how Zoho Mail stands unique when it is being compared with other providers. So let's move on to seeing the features of Zoho Mail. The first feature we will be seeing for today is email sharing. So, what is email sharing is? Let's just take for an example, you receive an email and you wish to share that email with some of your colleagues in your organization. All right. So, what we would normally do is we will forward the email or we would take a screenshot of the email and we will send it to our colleagues. But instead of doing that, if I'm going to tell you that you can tag whoever you want in that particular mail and whoever you have tagged will have access to that mail, would you believe me? But that's the case. You can tag people here, and whoever you have tagged will have access to that mail. And not just that, they'd be able to comment on the mail and they can give in all the suggestions and feedbacks that they want. And in accordance with that, you can formulate a reply and send it. A similar feature is called draft sharing. So how does that work? Is you might have drafted a mail and you will want someone's feedback about the draft. There as well, you can tag people and get their suggestions, and you can make the necessary changes in the draft and you can send the draft. So that's about email sharing and draft sharing. Moving on to the next feature, which is streams. So, Streams is my favorite application or feature because Streams just works in a way of social media platform. Let's take for an example, you are working in an organization and you wish to make an announcement to everybody in the organization. What you will do is you might compose the message and you will forward the message to everybody in your organization. But instead of doing that, if I'm going to tell you that you can compose the message and you can post it in a platform called Streams, and everybody in your organization will have access to that post, would you believe me? Yes, you heard me right. That is the case where you can post your messages here and everybody in your organization will have access to that particular post. Not just that, they can like the post and comment on the post. So you can ask me if only messages are allowed to be posted here. The answer is no. You can post a message, note, event, task, and bookmarks. Streams is a collaborative platform which brings all of your organization members to one particular platform and lets them see the progress and the clear goal of your company. Once that is achieved, their work will be even more efficient. So that's the essentiality of streams. Moving on to the next feature. Recalling emails. So there are certain cases where you will have, drafted a mail and you would have also sent the mail. In that case, if you feel like the sent mail has some errors or the datas are not fine and you would want to make some changes to that mail and you will want to bring back that email, in that case you can use this feature called recalling emails. This particular feature will allow you to bring back an email that has been successfully sent. And you have another feature called scheduling emails. So there are certain emails that you will want to send after a hour, after a day, or even after a week, but you would have drafted it already. So in that case, you can schedule the mail, and when the scheduled time comes, the mail will be sent automatically. So that's about recalling emails and scheduling emails. We have a lot and lot of features in store for you, and we can talk about it all day, and I would love to. But since we have certain time constraints today, I would like to move on to the next topic, which is sweet. Yes, you heard me right. So, Zoho Mail doesn't just come with the inbox alone, but it comes as a complete suite. So, we have Zoho Calendar, Task, Notes, Contacts, and Bookmarks. Talking about Zoho Calendar. So, in this hybrid environment, we have certain people working at home, certain people working at offices. So, in that case, we will want to, schedule online meetings, right? So, in that case, here is the particular platform which will allow you to schedule all your meetings, events, and conferences and have a track of them by setting a reminder. You can also invite people to an event. You can create a group event, and everybody who has been invited will have access to that event and will be reminded when a reminder is set, right? And you have something called as a shared calendar. So what is the use of the same is you can share your calendar with the people in your organization. So when you do that, when someone in your organization is scheduling an event which involves you, they can review your calendar and see whenever you are free and whenever you are busy, and in accordance with that, they can schedule the event. So that's about shared calendar. And moving on to the next thing, which will be multi device sync. So that will be the last thing we'll be seeing about Zoho Calendar, which is multi device sync. So it is normal that we will not be having our laptop all the time with us, right? In that case, you will want to sync your calendar in multiple devices. Multi device sync allows you to do just that, where you can sync your calendar in multiple devices and you can track your events, conferences, and meetings from any device you have synced it with. And you need not have the laptop all the time with you. So that's about Zoho Calendar. Moving on to the next suite, which is Zoho Task. Talking about Zoho Task, it is a particular platform where you can create a task and you can have a track of how the task is being progressed. Let me give you an example. Let's just say you are a manager and you have a team under you, and you are going to assign them a task. And everybody in that team has a individual task as well. So once you have assigned it, you cannot go and talk to every individual and ask the update of the task and see how the task is being progressed. That is a tedious job, right? So nobody wants to do that. But instead of doing that, what you can do is here in Zoho Task, you can come and create a task, given the details of the task, and you can invite your team members. Once the team members are being invited, they can accept the invitation and become part of the task, and they can accept the task. Once that is done, as they do the task, they can give the update of the task in this particular platform. And as a manager from a single platform, you would be able to see how the task is being progressed. Next thing, that is called a recurring task, is something that I'm going to talk about right now. So there are certain tasks that are bound to recur. So there are certain tasks that you will have to do every day, every month, or even every week. So you shouldn't be sitting and giving in the details of that task every time it recurs, right? But instead of doing that, what you can do is you can create a task given the details of the task once and for all, and you can set it as a recurring task. So once you do that, every time the interval appears, the task will be appeared again, and you will have to update about the task, close the task every time it reappears. So that's about Zoho Task. Moving on to the next suite, which is Zoho Notes. So what is so special about Zoho Notes is that There are certain audience who are not that big fan of calendars or tasks. They are very much used to these notes. So I am like that. I use notes a lot. So this particular notes allows you to, given all the key points that you wish to remember, all the important points that you wish to see later, you can save it here. And what else that you can do is, we saw email sharing and draft sharing where you can tag the person, and whoever you have tagged will have access to that mail. I hope you all remember that part of the section of the webinar. Here again, in this particular note, you can tag people whoever you want to give access to that note. And once that is done, people who have access can comment on the note. And in accordance with the comment, you can make changes to the note and save it. If at all, if you want to set a reminder to that note, that is also something you can do. You can set a reminder and have a track of that particular note. And last thing we'll be talking about Zoho Notes is sticky notes. You can set it as a sticky note and it will be staying in that page for a long time, however you want it to be. And even when you toggle between the suite, the sticky note stays in place and allows you to remember all the important points that you wish to remember. So that's about Zoho Notes. And next thing we're going to be seeing is contacts and bookmarks. Contacts is a platform that allows you to save all the important recipient names and contacts that you wish to access later. And you have bookmarks, which allows you to save all the important URLs that you wish to attend to later. So that's about Zoho Notes, contacts, and bookmarks. Moving on to the next slide, which is connect with other apps. So that is the important topic for today. As you already know, there are multiple apps, and it is a very tedious job to get the information flow from one app to the other, and it is also very time consuming. So, in order for us to tackle that problem, we have come up with this integration where Zoho Mail integrates with several other Zoho apps and also third party apps. And in today's session, we will be especially seeing how you can integrate Zoho Mail with Zoho Desk. So, before we move to the integration part, I would like to call upon my colleague Ramya, who will be giving you an overview of Zoho Desk. Ramya, are you there?
Yes, Priyanka.
Yes, Ramya. So, Ramya will be giving you an overview of how Zoho Desk works, and seeing that, you'd be able to betterly understand both the apps. And from that, if you're going to see the integration, you will definitely understand how it will benefit your business.
Hello, everyone. So, I'll be giving you a brief idea about Zoho Desk. You all know that Zoho Desk is the industry's first context-aware customer support software, right? And before I give you the key features, or let's say a few kickstarts, I would like to double check if the screen is shared. And are you all able to see the screen? Perfect. Right. So here, Zodesk helps you manage your customer communication over different channels. Gone are the days where customers had a single channel to reach our business. Now there are numerous channels where our customers can reach us. Yes, even your support agents could reach them through email, phone, chat, text, social media, and lot more from a single intuitive interface. And it offers you customer service portals powered by knowledge based articles and customer forums to help your customers to find solutions by themselves without having to wait for anyone. And here, Zoho Desk comes up with simple yet advanced automation, say workflows and service level agreements to automatically perform repeated tasks so your agents can focus on real customer issue and not sticking with the data entry operations. And now we have Zoho Desk's AI assistant Zia. And how is this going to help you out? She can hold conversations with your customers and predict sentiments in order to improve customer happiness scores. Also, you have the options to have a quick look at how your support team is functioning in real time using the live dashboards. And that's nothing but the headquarters, which gives you an idea of what is happening in. Let's say if you would like to know the bandwidth, incoming and outgoing bandwidth. So you need not juggle between different windows. You can simply get to the headquarters, which you can find it in the tickets module, and you can just get a quick graph on it. Also, it lets you the details, finer details about your online, offline agents, most threaded tickets, the customer happiness ratings, and you can also have a quick track on the live traffic as well. Not just that, but you can also make use of the default reports. Um, let's say we have the reports and dashboards for you. Apart from that, you'll also be able to build your custom ones to make important business decisions. And the host desk comes up with 200 plus marketplace extensions to sit well with your business ecosystem. So now let's see how Zoho Mail combined with Zoho Desk can help you offer email support on time from within the help desk. Zoho Mail here offers a simple email forwarding settings which is beneficial in routing emails from your customer support email address straight to your Zoho Desk portal. And these support emails are logged as tickets inside your help desk. That's what we expect, correct? Yes. Then we have the assignment and notification rules in Zoho Desk, which could help you automatically trigger so that no ticket goes unnoticed. In addition, the extension also enables users to view the tickets already assigned to them right next to the corresponding emails, which Priyanka will be showing you in the demo part. And we have the automation rules inside Zoho Desk, which are beneficial to send immediate responses and perform default tasks. And this tightly packed integration works in a seamless way that there is no delay in ticket creation as soon as customer emails lands in your inbox. Now, why integrate Zoho Mail and Zoho Desk? How does this integration help your customer support team? You get a lot of questions. So here are some immediate benefits of this integration. Zendesk organizes customer tickets under a single tab in an uncluttered interface. So this means your customer agents can offer effortless email support from inside the Zendesk portal without juggling multiple windows. Customer support agents can access every piece of information in the original email straight from a Zoho desk ticket without leaving from the ticketing screen. Also, when a manager, let's say, they scroll through the customer email to get to know what's happening, they can quickly click on the Desk e-widget for support information or to leave a comment, or even they can customize the responses. So the two-way sync between the apps is effective and practical. So when you have your Zoho Mail and Zoho Desk working for you, rest assured there is no delay in ticket creation, ticket assignment, and notifying the stakeholders. So this directly results in the improved response and resolution rate. Also, you can have a reduced customer wait time. So end of the day, that is what we look for, right? Right. So what are the key features of Zoho Mail and Zoho Desk integration? As mentioned earlier, customer support emails are created as tickets in Zoho Desk by default the moment you get your email. And you can set up assignment rules in Zoho Desk to assign tickets to a particular agent or department based on various criteria. Or let's say you can simply use the round robin rule for ticket assignment to make sure all your agents are being provided with equal number of tickets at the end of the day. Assignment rules get executed as soon as the tickets are created inside Zoho Desk, along with the notification rules to keep everyone in the loop. Agents now can use the Zoho Desk intuitive response editor to draft and send replies straight from the ticketing window. And when it comes to automation tools, we have workflows, macros, and blueprints that would help you in executing the consequent actions where you can get that deployed to respond uh, customers' routine questions or to take away the repetitive actions from your agents, and in turn that would help them to be more productive. You can solicit customer happiness rating through instant email responses to measure agents' performance anytime. And now comes Zohodesk unique multi-department setup, which makes it easy for you to offer effortless service for every brand or product you have. And now you can set up unique email channels for every department. Yes, you can just have different email addresses for different departments or products you have and run them as a separate help desk with different sets of agents, separate automation rules, and everything using different support mail addresses for each brand. Right now, it's time for us to have a quick demonstration. So it's over to Priyanka, who will be helping you with the demonstration part.
Thank you, Ramya, for the brief explanation. That was really great. And yes, I hope you guys would have had an overview of both the apps now, and now you would understand how the integration is going to benefit you, right? So, now let me show you how you can integrate and how the process actually works. So, let me share my screen. I hope everybody can see my screen now. Okay, awesome. So let me play this video for you. And yes, so this is how the Zoho Mail UI looks like. And in the right side of your page, you will find the desk plugin. And clicking on that, a column appears with the following options where my open tickets, unassigned tickets, create ticket, and views. All right. So let's just see what you can see in the My Open Tickets. So if you are a agent and tickets are being assigned to you, in the open ticket you can see all of the tickets that you are yet to attend to. All right. So these are the all the open tickets that is available for you. And clicking on the particular ticket, you can see the information about the ticket and the contents of the mail. Right. From there, you can change the status of the ticket to hold, to close, to open. And then you can also change the person who it is being assigned to from here itself. And moving on to the comment section, you'd be able to add comment to this particular ticket. And you can also make the comment as private or public. You have those options available for you. And once you choose them, then you can post it and the comment will be added to this particular ticket. All right, so now we saw how the open ticket works and moving on to the next option, which is unassigned tickets. Yes, so these are tickets that are yet to be assigned to any one of your agent, right? So you can click on the ticket and you can see the information about the ticket and the content, and you can choose to pick the ticket into your bin. So once you do that, it will be appearing in your My Open Tickets tab. Here again, moving to the comment section, you can see the comment that is being added to this particular ticket. Moving on to the next option, which is create ticket. So how does this work is you can open a particular mail, and if you think that the person is facing some issue and you wish to add it as a ticket, then you can click on the create ticket option and all the information will be auto filled with the description of the mail. And then you can do the following changes, such as you can change the status of of the particular ticket, and you can also assign a person for the particular ticket. You can also assign yourself, and then you can fill in the skills, priority, channel. You can also change the language and the classification. If at all this mail has some attachment, that also will be, it'll be populated here as well. But if you want to add an attachment on your own, you can click on the add attachment option and you can add it, and then you can create the ticket. Right, the ticket is being created this way, and again it will be dropped in the unassigned bin, and if you want to pick it for yourself, you can pick it from here. Moving on to the last option that is available for you in the column is views. So as you know, we will want to narrow down tickets in order for us to search a particular ticket, right? So if you're going to choose all cases, then all the tickets that is available will be listed. And if you want to narrow it down in accordance with categories like open tickets or closed tickets, you can select the particular option and those tickets alone will be listed. In that way, you can narrow down tickets and you can have access to them. So then you have an option where you can search for tickets, right? So you can search in accordance with the contact, that is from who it is being sent. You can place the email ID and you can search the ticket. So these are all the tickets that has been sent from this particular person, and you can see the list here, and also you can see how many tickets are open and how many have been closed for this particular person. And you can also search tickets in accordance with ticket ID. So if you've been dealing with tickets, you would know that every ticket has a unique ID for itself, and you can paste those IDs here, and in accordance with that as well, you can search a ticket. And then you can also search in accordance with the agent to who it is being assigned to, right? And you have something called as departments. So under departments you will have different categories, right? So that is a major segregation, or you can also choose the department under which the ticket is being fallen, and then you can search the ticket that way as well. So here, when you open a ticket, let it be an open ticket or an unassigned ticket, you have a three dot option available for you. There you can choose to edit the ticket. The ticket has already been created, but you wish to make some changes to the ticket. You can edit the ticket here. You can make whatever changes you want and you can save it. And the next option available for you is open in desk. By clicking on that, it will redirect you to the actual application, which is the desk, and you can handle this ticket from this very platform itself. All right. And then you have another option, which is copy URL. So you can copy the URL of this particular ticket and you can send it to your colleagues. So that's about what are all the things that you can do in this particular integration. All right. Let me share my presentation with you. Okay, so now we saw what all you can do in the integration part. That is what all you can do right from the inbox instead of going to the desk application. So there might be certain audience who would think, I would like to see the demo again, or the demo was a little bit fast. You do not have to worry about it because we will be sending across the recording of this session to every participant here. And there'd be certain audience who would say that I am a user of Zoho Desk, but I am not a user of Zoho Mail, but I wish to be one. Then this slide is especially for you. So if you wish to choose Zoho than your previous provider, you will have to bring in your data from your previous provider to the Zoho Mail servers, right? So in order for you to do that, there is a concept called migration. So we have this common method called one-click migration, which is very, very easy, and I'm not really bragging about it. It is really easy. It only has few steps where you will be allowed to choose the data you wish to migrate, be it email, contact, or calendar. You can choose the data that you wish to migrate, and with just the admin credential, you can bring in the data from the previous provider to the Zoho servers. You need not have the credential of every user you wish to migrate. You can also have a 24 into 7 support. And if at all you are facing any issue while the migration is going on, you will have our support experts, come for your aid, and they will provide you with a solution, and you can resume your migration. You can have a continuous monitoring and precise replication. As an admin, you might have this concern that I do not want to leave any of my data or my users' data in the previous server and come here, right? So you do not have to worry about it. None of your data will be left behind. We can bring in your data one way or the other. Let me show you some of the methods that we usually use to migrate your data. We already talked about one click migration. And the next method is going to be server to server migration. So in this particular method, you will be migrating data which will only be mails. All right. Here you won't be able to choose the data. The only data that you can migrate is mails, and you will have to have the credentials of every user you wish to migrate. And then the last method is going to be Exchange Migration Wizard. So it is a particular tool which will allow you to migrate your data in different formats such as EML or PST. Also, it will allow you to bring in your data from the Exchange servers. So these are some of the methods that we commonly use to bring in your data from the previous servers to the Zoho Mail servers. So if you still feel like Zoho Mail is a platform that I'm not, familiarized with and I wish to familiarize with it, then this slide is for you. Split delivery is a method which will allow you to configure some of your users in Zoho Mail and the rest of the users in your previous provider itself. So once that is done, when a mail is being sent to one of the person in your organization, it will reach your previous servers first. And if the person is not configured there and has been configured here, then the mail will be redirected to Zoho Mail servers. And you also have something called as dual delivery, where a copy of a mail will be sent to both the servers. So once that is done, you would be able to familiarize with our environment. You can see how the information is being flowed, and also you can understand the security of our data being done here. So once you understand all those things, you can choose whichever provider suits you the best, right? And yes, this is the last section of the webinar, which is a migration assistance program. So for all of those who think that migration could still be a tedious process and I wish to have some guidance while I do it, then migration assistance program is just for you. So in this program, we are going to avail a service for you where you can have our experts at the side of you, and they will be guiding you step by step for you to migrate your data from your previous provider to the new provider. But for you to avail this service, you will have to contact us at migration@zohoworkplace.com. Make sure to contact us with the email ID that you registered for this webinar so that we will know you are an attendee, and an attendee gets a 10% discount. So that's about the webinar, and we have covered whatever we wanted to cover in this webinar.